and my wife has to get 6.25% on her student loans. I don't understand it, and I think that money should be out of politics. Whether you're, I don't know if you've ever watched the Move to Amend movement. It's called Move to Amend. Get all money out of politics. I don't think that it's right that you or your Democrat partner, whoever's elected, is right to take that $750,000 off the Chamber of Commerce or the Indiana. I think it's immoral, and I really do believe this.
Yeah. Well, I know you do.
And
well, the thing of it is, so I can get it though from donations from people in the neighborhood or something. Or,
no, what I believe is to make things fair. Besides term limits, is that should be a part. It should be backed by taxes, and the president all the way down to you are given this set amount. Or
isn't on a presidential national?
Yes.
Don't they? Yes. They do. That is the case to a certain extent.
But I think no other donors. So what I believe is politicians like you, and anybody who's a Democrat that up in Terre Haute, you know who I'm talking about. He comes to our labor temple. Mike Kersey. I think him. You guys should get out and learn it the old-fashioned way. You should not the pulpit, but beat the stump. Go out there, come to these places, come here, and and I know it's hard, but if you accept money, then don't you owe them something? If you gave me $200,000 and say, here, I'm going to loan this to you I don't know, I'm going to give this to you because I believe in you for any reason.
Yeah.
Don't I owe you something?
So the teachers union, as an example, gave my opponents, my good friend, Matt Hubler from Bloomfield, I don't know if you know that name, but his opponent, Jeff Sparks, the teachers union gave him, Sparks, $125,000.
I disagree with it.
Yeah.
All money out of politics.
But they did.
I know.
How do you stop that?
How do you stop it? You amend the Constitution. There's a push for amending the Constitution to overthrow, you know what I'm talking, it just slipped my mind because I never knew you'd talk to me. Well, you know what it's called? It's Citizens United. Overturn that constitutional amendment. The presidents get like whatever you want to say, $10 million each to run their campaign. Everybody else, they got to do it. Like you got to hit your district. It's a small district. You could do it year round. You and that other guy, that man that ran against you. You guys should go around to these Cracker Barrels. You should meet and ask these churches, hey, will you let me speak for a second? You know, as long as you don't violate their religion.
Right.
And
or at the fairs or wherever.
The fairs, yeah. I think that when you accept money, you owe them. I mean, the Chamber of Commerce, ALEC, that writes the legislation, it seems like all the Republicans vote straight that way. All the Democrats, the teachers' unions, it's not the Republicans, it's both parties.
I understand. But I tell you, it's just like we have a lot of times, we have some Republicans that vote with the Democrats.
Yeah, but then what happens?
On the other hand,
John Waterman, and he got kicked out. He got voted out by Baszler because he was he was called the lunch pail Republican. He voted for the working man and Republican. He was a Republican, John Waterman. I'm sure you know him.
Of course. Yeah,
and he got voted out because the Tea Party said he wasn't radical enough. And
I tell you, Kurt, on John Waterman, I think that I think what you had there was he was a Tea Party supported in Owen County supported him, and so but where Baszler was from, Davies County, Washington, Indiana, there were a lot more people, Republicans, if you will, that came out and supported Baszler in that area where he's from, than more so Waterman. And so it was, I don't know what that final vote was. 500,
it was close.
Was it 500 or something like that?
Yeah. And you know what? Indiana's the second worst state of voting, the lowest turnout. But
and why is that though?
Because people are what I believe is people are compliant and complacent. They have been beat down by the media there's so much on them they don't care no more.
That has been for several years now. It's just like I remember when Duke Bennett got elected over Kevin Burke. When was that? 7 years ago or whenever it was. I mean, I remember I was at this one place the day after the election, and they couldn't believe that only like 12 1,100.